All right, so we're jumping into something pretty profound today. Sometimes you feel like completely lost in the universe, like just a tiny speck. Well, guess what? You're not alone. Today we're doing a deep dive into a concept that tries to put it all in perspective. It's called Tat Tvam Asi.
And it basically translates to "you are that," which, yeah, sounds kind of cryptic.
Oh, it definitely does. But that's why we're here, right? To break it all down.
Exactly. So this idea comes from the Vedas, and it's basically suggesting that we're, not separate from the universe or even, the divine. It's about realizing we're all connected to something way bigger. Imagine drops of water in a vast ocean.
I'm already hooked. But I gotta ask, how do we even wrap our heads around something that abstract?
Well, you know that feeling you get when you look up at the stars? The feeling of awe and wonder.
Oh, yeah. Like you feel so small, but also kind of connected to everything.
Exactly. That sense of connection, of being part of something larger than yourself, that's kind of what Tat Tvam Asi is pointing to. It's a shift from, feeling like an isolated individual to recognizing that you're part of a bigger whole. You're fundamentally connected to everything around you.
Okay, I think I'm starting to get it.
Yeah.
But the source material mentioned a pilgrimage in South India dedicated to this idea.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that?
Yeah. So there's this pilgrimage called the Sabarimala pilgrimage, and it's dedicated to Lord Awaken.
Yep.
And it's a really fascinating example of Tat Tvam Asi in action. It's not just a physical journey, though. It's super symbolic. It mirrors this inner journey we all take towards self-realization.
So it's like a real-world metaphor for this whole concept. I'm definitely intrigued. Tell me more.
Okay, so imagine this. Before even starting the trek, devotees have to go through 41 days of intense preparation. It's called Vrutham. They basically hit the pause button on their everyday life.
Oh, yeah, I read about that. No meat, no alcohol, and they wear simple black clothes.
Right.
Sounds pretty intense.
Oh, it is. But Vrutham isn't about, punishing yourself. Think of it more as intentionally stripping away distractions to really focus on this inner journey.
Yeah.
They wear a mala, and it's not just a ritualistic thing. It's a physical reminder of their commitment. Every time they touch those beads, they're brought back to the present moment and to that inner journey.
So it's like decluttering your mind to make space for something bigger. I really like that.
Yeah.
And then there's the trek itself, right? 29 miles through some pretty challenging terrain.
Right. And that trek represents all the obstacles we face in life, the ups and downs, the perseverance it takes to reach our goals. It's like a physical representation of the challenges we face on our path to self-discovery.
Okay. And speaking of challenges, the source mentioned these 18 sacred steps leading up to the Sabarimala temple. They each symbolize a stage of personal growth. Is that right?
Yeah. You got it. It's like a staircase to self-realization. Each step represents a specific quality you got to cultivate, like controlling your senses, letting go of desires, becoming more focused. It's just a really cool way to visualize that journey of personal transformation.
This is where the symbolism gets really, really deep. Tell me about that 18th step, that final one.
The 18th step. It's considered the most powerful step because it symbolizes the whole journey's culmination. It represents the union of the individual soul, what they call the Jivatma Bhava, with the divine. It's that moment when you realize Tat Tvam Asi, that profound connection to something so much greater.
It's amazing, isn't it? Like how these physical challenges become a way to represent internal struggles. It's almost like the pilgrimage is designed to push you to your limits, physically and mentally.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. And if we connect this back to the bigger picture, the entire Sabarimala pilgrimage is actually like a metaphor for the steps we take in our own lives, the steps we take to connect with our true selves in the universe. It's like a reminder that Tat Tvam Asi isn't just some ancient concept. It's a truth that we can access, it's within us.
With each step, you're getting closer to that realization of Tat Tvam Asi. You're getting closer and closer to that interconnectedness.
Exactly. It's not just about reaching the top of the mountain. It's about the internal shifts that happen along the way.
Internal shifts.
The hardships, the discipline, the climb itself, it all mirrors the challenges we face in our own spiritual growth,
Right?
And just imagine, you finally reach the temple after this long, arduous journey. You pushed yourself to your absolute limits. And there, inscribed at the entrance, are the words, Tat Tvam Asi.
Wow. You are that.
Mind-blowing. It's like the universe itself is saying, you did it, you pushed through, you faced yourself, and now you're here. Yeah, exactly. And that inscription, it's not just there for drama. It's this reminder that the journey you just went through, with all the challenges, all the triumphs, it's a reflection of your inner journey.
Inner journey.
It's about recognizing that you are part of something much, much bigger than yourself, that you're connected to the divine, to the universe, to everything.
So you're saying even if we're not actually making this pilgrimage to India, we can still go on our own journey toward that realization.
Absolutely. Like the pilgrimage is just an external representation of something that happens internally, you know? We can all strive to cultivate those same qualities that the 18 steps represent, whether through meditation, self-reflection, helping others, or even just being more mindful in our everyday lives.
That's so empowering. Like, Tat Tvam Asi isn't some distant, impossible thing. It's an ongoing journey of self-discovery. It leaves me wondering, though, what are some steps we can take in our own lives to tap into that feeling of interconnectedness? What actions, what practices really embody this whole you are that idea? Something to ponder. Until next time, keep diving deep, everyone.